Hello everybody and welcome to part 8 of what if Izuku Midoriya had Nightcrawler's powers. If you've missed any of the previous parts, there'll be a link in the description below and an annotation above as always. If you enjoy the series and want to see it continue, you know what to do. Quick reminder, I have a Discord server if you guys want to go check it out. Link in description. In the last episode, Midoriya decided on his hero name, Nightcrawler, and later went to his first day at the internships in the James Howlett Hero Agency. James Howlett asks, "Who are you, kid?" Midoriya gets stiff and says, "My name is Izuku Midoriya. I'm here for the internships." James slams the door in Midoriya's face. Midoriya then wonders if he has the right place. The door opens again and a woman says, "Sorry about that. My father has a bad temper and you woke him up. You must be Midoriya. Come in." Midoriya goes into the building and starts walking along with the woman. Laura says, "So, do you know what we do here?" Midoriya answers, "Of course. This is the James Howlett Hero Agency. It specializes in combat and combat training. The agency is known for taking particularly dangerous requests. The heroes who run the organization is James Howlett, otherwise known as the Wolverine. He runs the organization along with his 3 children and usually has up to 10 sidekicks working alongside them." Laura says, "I apologize for my father. He and my siblings can be quite rude, especially if you catch them at a bad moment. If I may ask, why did you choose this agency? I'm sure you got some better offers than us." Midoriya answers, "I realize some combat training may do me some good to learn how to fight better, and this agency is known for its fighting prowess." They walk into a room that looks a lot like a dojo. Laura says, "Well, if you come here to learn how to fight, then you'll have no problem. Bye." Laura leaves Midoriya in the room alone. Midoriya stays there for a couple minutes. He eventually gets his stuff, puts his stuff in a corner and starts snooping around. He sees all these weapons on the wall and grabs a cutlass off of it. A man then walks into the room. The man summons some bone claws. Both of them then turn to metal slowly, and he attacks Midoriya. Midoriya reflexively teleports out of the way, still holding the cutlass. Midoriya says, "What the hell, man?" Jimmy strikes again, and Midoriya uses the cutlass to block the attack. Midoriya then sweeps Jimmy's leg, throwing him down to the ground. Jimmy gets back up and says, "Good. Your stature and technique need a lot of work, but not bad for a first attempt." Midoriya, The 2 days Midoriya spends training with the people of the agency, improving his fighting style and learning how to use his cutlass. On the 3rd day of the internship, Dakin and Laura start talking while having lunch. Dakin says, "Maybe you should take the kid, the one that's having the internship here, to Hosu or something? According to Jimmy, he's doing pretty well, and he needs to practice in the field." Laura says, "Okay, but why should I do it? Why can't you or Jimmy?" "Because I'm busy taking down a serial killer, and Jimmy has the day off," says Dakin. Laura says, "What about Dad?" Dakin asks, "Do you really want Dad alone with that kid?" Laura says, "Fine, I'll do it." Later that day, Midoriya and Laura continue practicing. Midoriya has become quite proficient with the cutlass, using his acrobatics and quirk combined with the cutlass very well. After a sparring match with Laura, she helps Midoriya up and says, "Come on, kid. We're going to go to Hosu to train with some real villains. Some minor stuff. If you need help, I'll be with you. What do you say?" Midoriya says, "Sounds good. Whatever you think is best." Both of them put on their hero costumes and get on a train towards Hosu. Midoriya thinks, "I'll be in Hosu. Should probably tell Ida." And he texts Ida while on the train. Laura asks, "What are you texting?" Midoriya hides the phone for a moment, and Laura asks, "Is it a girl?" Midoriya says, It's my friend, Tenya Ida. He has his internship in Hosu. I'm just letting him know that I'll be in Hosu." Weird though, he usually answers in 3 minutes max, but it's been 10 and he hasn't answered. Laura asks, wait, did you say Tenya Ida? Isn't that Ingenium's little brother? Midoriya answers, it is. A little later, the train arrives in Hosu, and the two of them go patrolling through the streets of Hosu City. After 23 minutes of patrolling, they hear screams from somewhere from close by. A Nomu starts attacking everyone. Everyone it can find in the city. Laura snicks her claws and runs towards the Nomu, screaming at Midoriya, Nightcrawler, get the civilians to safety. Midoriya guides everyone to safety, helping all those out he can. While doing that, he eventually hears Manuel shouting, Tenya! Tenya, where did you go? Midoriya realizes that Ida is missing and starts thinking a bit. He realizes that Ida is going after the hero killer. Midoriya then teleports away to search for Ida. Teleporting around alleys, he eventually finds Ida. Back finding the Nomu, the Nomu repeatedly bashes Laura into the ground. Laura, with blood dripping down her head, gets up and says, You're going down. Her eyes start glowing red, and she just starts slashing at the Nomu uncontrollably. Even after defeating it, she keeps slashing, but the Nomu just keeps healing, being down for the count. She looks behind her and searches for Midoriya, but he isn't anywhere to be seen. She then starts using her nose and follows his scent. After a bit of teleporting around, Midoriya finds Stain about to kill Ida. Midoriya teleports in, parrying the attack with his cutlass and hitting Stain back with a kick. Midoriya looks around, seeing another pro hero. Ida asks, Is that you, Midoriya? Midoriya says, Yes. Ida says, Get out of here. You will only get yourself killed. Midoriya says, Can't do that. After all Might said, meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero. That comment makes Stain smile. Stain goes in for another attack. Midoriya teleports out of the way, appearing next to Native, the pro hero that Stain was originally trying to kill, and teleports him onto the roof. Stain realizes this, and when Midoriya jumps back down, tries to attack him. Midoriya is too quick, parrying the attack, and Midoriya throwing Stain's attack back. Stain anticipates the move and counterattacks Midoriya's kick. Midoriya is the one thrown back. Laura then finds Midoriya. Laura says, Midoriya, don't run off like that during a state of emergency. Laura then spots the hero killer and says, Oh, you found the hero killer. Good job. She then goes in for an attack, slashing at Stain. Midoriya uses the opportunity to teleport Ida out of the way, and he takes both Ida and Native to a safe location, while X-23 takes care of Stain, eventually managing to beat him. Since every time Stain attacks her, she just regenerates, and his quirk doesn't really work on her because of the regeneration. Stain is eventually subdued, and the invasion on Hosu City by the Nomu stopped by many heroes, including Endeavor. Ida does end up in the hospital because of his wounds, but recovers and manages to resume his internship. The rest of the week eventually passes, and Midoriya constantly training with the agency. After that, he returns home. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, whatever you want. If you found this episode under average for me, and always tell me what I can do better in the comments below. I want to remind you that if you want to chat with me, there's always the Discord server or the description below. Until next time, everyone, have a nice day. Bye!